purchase order is a document issued by a buyer to a seller that outlines the details of a purchase transaction. It serves as a formal request for goods or services and typically includes information such as the item or service being purchased, quantity, price, terms of payment, delivery date, and any other relevant terms and conditions. To create a purchase order, select Expenses and then Purchase Orders from the main left side navigation. From the Purchase Order List screen, click Add Purchase Order in the upper right corner. Select the vendor from the drop-down, add your purchase order number, purchase order date, delivery type for this order, and the date the order is needed. To include a shipping address, you can select a project from the drop-down, or manually add an address. To begin adding items to your purchase order, click the Add button to create a new line item. The first thing on the item line is the cost type. This will tell Works how to track this expense toward the project. This field will automatically be filled with the default expense type for the selected vendor. You can select a different cost type if needed. Continue to add your product description, quantity, rate, or amount. From the project drop-down, select the project and the budget item where you want this cost applied. Once you have completed adding all your items to the purchase order, you can send the purchase order to the vendor by clicking Save and Send at the bottom right of the screen. In the Send pop-up, select the vendor contacts you want to receive this purchase order as well as attach any other files that you'd like to include with your purchase order. Upon submitting your purchase order to the vendor and commencing the receipt of vendor bills associated with the order, additional details can be found on the PO. First, you will see a link indicating the number of vendor bills linked to this specific purchase order. By clicking on this link, you can see which bills are attached to this order. Each item row displays, on the right side, the quantity received for that particular item. When the complete quantity of an item matches the ordered amount, the line item is automatically marked as complete. If desired, you have the option to manually mark a line item as complete even if the full quantity hasn't been received yet. Once all items within the purchase order have been received, the status of the purchase order will be updated to closed.